Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Feminine Twin Flame read for you today. No sand art today, but I will do oracles at the end. I already put out the Divine Masculine for you guys for a quick one. I'm going to get right into the Divine Feminine. It is January 9th, 2019. 9 is all about the Hermit, of going within, being in solitude. It's the 9 of compassion and endings and universal selflessness, and the day adds up to the 22-4, which is the Fool. So free to open your heart and take a leap of faith. But they're both very solitary individuals, so you could be spending some time on your own today. Although the Masculines had a whole lot of energy going on, so they're definitely physically busy today. The major arcana, or the actual read, was done for you at 11:19 this morning. And right at 11:22, after I finished putting the cards down, a car zoomed north. So that's a good sign for the feminines. And it was at 11:22, and 22 is the Fool today. So that was definitely coinciding with the energy today. It was just 101. So definitely Magician energy today. Okay. The major arcana that came up for you guys were, and it is the Styrian Starseed deck, Karma, Abundance, Chariot, and Luna. And Karma is Judgment, Abundance is the Empress, Chariot is the Chariot, and then Luna, of course, is the Moon. The card before the read, because I used both underlying card and the card after the read, the underlying card that was under the underlying card was Alchemy. So there's another major arcana there. And Alchemy is the Temperance energy. There were 2 cups, 3 pentacles, 1 wand, 1 sword. So mostly pentacles. So otherwise pretty well distributed, so you may be focusing on business stuff today or work. The only court card that came up was the Knight of Cups, other than the Empress energy coming up in the major arcana. The numbers for you guys were 55, 77, 57, 2311. Okay, and the coding, there was no numerology card that came up for the codes today. It was all about mastering alchemy, which is patience, okay, and blending things together, expanding, risk-taking, and also Boston University was coming up here, or BUs, which are units. Whatever BU comes up for you, take that as what it means. So it was about mastering the alchemy and expanding, risk-taking, and expanding even this BU. So whatever you took it as your first thought. Also, supporting urgent alcoholic. So if there's an alcoholic that needs help, who has a broken heart due to their thoughts, too much anxiety going on. The Masculines were totally in anxiety today, which comes up a lot for them. And you use the feminine energy again to transmute IV fire that may be coming up, as far as too much thought or too much fire, about commitment or marriage here coming up as well. There's just some strange headings that came up, nothing significant. They were mostly about games online, which I know nothing about. Ruger SR9C for sale came up, and that was budsgunshop.com. That was strange. FN5 spelled out -7 spelled out pistol. So a certain pistol that came up like multiple times, that brand of pistol. And there's a gun review, page 365.com. And also described here was best zombie apocalypse handgun. Okay, so obviously there's a lot of game energy here. Koro Sensei Quest came up, and that was from CHUATEKMING.wordpress.com. Peaceable Kingdoms came up. That was from memory-beta.wikia.com, and that was the final novel for Star Trek, the Fall miniseries. It focused on the Federation and the Typhon Pact. Another heading came up was Hallelujah Land, and that was from bobobo.wikia.com. And then another one was Origins, which was from callofduty.wikia.com. And then the last one was CSGO, Skins Marketplace. So it was skins and keys. And that's all that came up for you. So if anything relates to you, let me know, because none of it resonated for me. But I was guided to bring it up, so I did. So getting right into the read for you guys. The Knight of Cups underlying energy, and I'm going to show you the full read before I forget to put that up for you. And I hope it's being helpful that I show you the full read, and then I have just the basic read so you can see the big cards on the icon. Alright, so this is the read for the feminine today. I just put out a masculine read, so you can take a look at that if you'd like. I'm going to keep the masculine ones, the masculine reads short, so if you're someone who doesn't have a long attention span, but again, they are two totally separate reads, but I'm going to try to keep them short and then add the oracle cards and sand art stuff to the feminine reads so you guys can get all that for those of you who want that. The Knight of Cups underlying energy with huge emotions coming in. Destiny washes in to start over in love, strong, powerful wave of emotion. Needing peace but running from patient angel. Sag, King of Pentacles, running from Leo, offering love. Or Sag Angel, King of Pentacles, is offering love, destined to be a strong love, and staying away until they can find peace and patience within. Okay, so they don't feel like they're stable yet. Okay, so that's good to know. The Emperor is out with family, looking down over balcony or out window to see who's coming and going. The King of Wands looking for the High Priestess, or psychic or secret, who walked away with his Viking tusk. Okay. Little Lizard is hanging out with him on platform, so there may be some masculines who actually have a YouTube platform or another platform online, but also just could be hanging out with them at a different platform or at home on a literal platform. But Little Lizard hanging out with him on platform, which could just reference to, you know, the karmic's child with them, okay? No insult to the child, okay? It's just the way the card represents, okay? Also is getting a corset and strings, maybe shin splints wrapped, okay? And it also could be like the boots that guys wear that look kind of like a corset with the strings. That could be coming up. But I was also definitely seeing someone's left calf wrapped, maybe shin splints or injured their calf. And also money clip shoes were coming up here. Shoes matching blanket in cheetah or leopard, and then lined in green. Lotus pillars above, black and white salt and pepper shakers with olive oil. Walking away, going within, to purple and green lights dancing within. The Queen of Cups is looking down. Okay, so for all you who don't know, cups, I'm not going to go too much into the characters because it doesn't have to be water signs. Cups are usually water signs. So Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer, but they can be those signs, but also be someone's just very loving and nurturing, intuitive. Okay, so that's going to apply to all the suits. But the Queen of Cups is coming up a lot here in this read, looking down, wondering how to spend her savings to run around, doing errands. The Queen of Swords is coming up reversed in the underlying energy, lying or pissed off, or just not herself. So again, this could be someone who's a sword energy, could be Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but it also could just be someone who's more intellectually based, more about talking and words and thoughts, okay, that kind of person, more airy. So the Queen of Swords reversed, lying or pissed off, or just not herself, picked door number 2 and got screwed because it was hot. All right, so somebody, maybe they were trying to get something really cheap, but ended up instead getting something that was actually hot. But take it as it comes to you. Then the partnership was dropped. Snake got out at masquerade ball. Dark shadows come to cause her fall. Okay, so this is a Queen of Swords who's very negative. Queen of Swords reversed is very nasty. Okay, it's very nasty energy. It could just be an air sign too, who's just not her usual self. Okay, so take it as it works for you. Okay. So the underlying energy signs that came up for you guys was Sagittarius upright, Leo upright. Libra could go either way in the underlying energy. Aquarius came in, I'm not sure which way, as well as Aries and Pisces, and then Taurus was definitely upright in their positive energy. So the Emperor's been doing a lot of thinking. He pulled her in, shut her up, and walked away, leaving her to die. So there's a couple scenarios that are coming up where the Emperor's just sitting there thinking about this stuff. Also, all right, so that's one scenario where the Emperor is thinking back. He pulled her in, shut her up, and walked away, leaving her to die. Or found her naked in the kitchen with copper pots on the wall, walked out to keep it quiet, but when he returned, she was out on the floor. Emperor's trophy wife, no more. Obsessed about keeping it quiet, either a drinking problem or an affair. He could have done something about it, but instead he just left her there in despair. He didn't care, only obsessed with his image. Okay, so chemistry came up as underlying energy, and very soon beneath that, All right, so there's definitely a magnetic chemistry here. And then also its underlying energy from the numerology deck, because that first one was romance angels, was rebirth and nature, very important for both. Okay, so nature has to do with nature, but also to allow things to happen naturally, and rebirth was emphasized as well. The Empress is out happy doing her thing. Ringleader. The King of Wands also out staring her down in separation. Okay, so the Empress was all happy and out there doing her thing. This King of Wands was pissed at her, staring her down in separation. A candelabra, sapphire sword between them, as well as broken heart and chest pain from the stab to the heart. Stinger is out, branded with negative Jupiter, Pluto, or Mars placement, sexual and creative frustration, dropping the ball, and stuck in the basement, breaking patterns on the wall. Okay, so there definitely could be some masculines or your karmics who are living in the basement because you guys are separated. And them trying to, like, there's maybe some crazy pattern on the wall in the basement that they're stuck looking at all the time. But it also could have to just do with them breaking their patterns, especially for the masculines who are in that situation. Catching a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Pop top and screw tools, a pen that keeps on breaking, an offering in the making that's just a game to play with the heart. Not fair when all your balls were up in the air and feel kicked out from under. Okay, so you feel like you were just, you know, someone took your feet out from under you when you weren't paying attention. You had all your balls in the air. Okay, so also this could be the karmic masculine saying this to you. No more facade, no eye to eye, walking away from sexual energy that was never divine love. The Emperor just there for wife's spotlight. Okay, so the Emperor could be your karmic, it could be your divine masculine, it could be a father figure as well, or a boss. Okay, so fit it where it fits for you. Recently, karma recovering with opportunity to learn about letting go, suffering, and pain, opening the lotus, the crown, to live more authentically, especially when no one's around. The foundation for the feminine is working with crystal energy and towers, in justice, in knowing, in need of attention, in third-party situation. Centrally for the feminine is freeing herself from burdens at night and towered full moon, coming out to the world to offer help and something healthy and truthful. The challenge for the feminine is passing on downloads to awaken others to confess and drop burdens and stop performing and rest. Risky to lover who works and is an angel, juggling at work but needing to break patterns. Now in the lead, now in your head, in the divine feminine's head, is the Empress and abundance. So she came up in the underlying energy, but as well as in the head location at what crowns the read, okay? But it's very powerful in your abundance, positive energy for sure. The Empress in abundance, looking or going back to King of Wands would be foolish to use where he could use you, then you become manipulative and drop the ball so that he can then call you on it. You see that? And actually this came up before, that I was getting energy where a lot of the karmic masculines or divine masculines in their karmic relationship would allow the partner to come back either way, because now they have a plan on how to get money before they leave, or, you know, manipulate them, like I was talking about. So be careful about that. If you're going back to a situation which is no longer for your highest good, you're going to get your butt kicked by source, okay? So finding satisfaction on your own, even if it must take a financial loss or a loan. Burning the past and truth and with friends. So burning the past with truth and friends. And all that stuff I was just talking about came up at 1221. All right, so it's really important for you. But to use the truth and your friends to help you. The truth of your lover with options when you're home nurturing. Queen of Cups is putting it out there to an angel who's taken and juggling. Karmic is home, taken care of, while him at work struggling. Okay, so there's lots of parallels between the masculine karmic and the divine masculine, and you and the karmic. Okay, so either way, whoever's not doing whatever's in their highest good and their truth there is some kind of intervention is going to end up coming in from Source, the universe, God, whatever you believe in. It's going to force your hand, okay? And it's not going to be as good as if you had done it on your own. And we're coming up to 1515, which is all about the devil energy. You know that. Codependencies and addictions. The Queen of Wands wanting her psychic, she wants the divine feminine psychic keys to use in the world for her destiny. So also watch out for, and this does not be a bad person, but the Queen of Wands is around you, whether it's a karmic in your environment or the divine masculine's karmic. She was coming up really negative in the masculine read, and she's coming up here again, as she did come up reverse in this read as well. So there's definitely a Queen of Wands, really negative, pissed off energy, who's in both reads, so just be aware. But here she's coming up as wanting your psychic keys to use in the world for her destiny. And I was also getting energy of karmics now splitting from a relationship, now having to go out and find a job. So for those women who weren't working in their marriage, soon for the feminine, fighting over with negative words, the Empress rises above, recovering nicely from a verbal attack from one who journeyed in to let you have it. Okay, so like I said, there might be someone who wants to tell you off, whether it comes in by a message or someone comes in physically. It's just about staying present and grounded. You always know how to react in every situation. You either react with love or you step away. Okay? But you always can stand up for yourself with gentle, loving words, but if it gets worse than that, it's time to walk away. The divine feminine is boldly moving forward, detoxing, exposing, feeling good, but still needing grounding and deliberation. Let your friends help you comes up, as well as romantic feelings. Around the divine feminine, or how she is seen, is sad and lonely. The Queen of Wands reversed is coming up here, okay? Trapped in her mind or prison. Over the loss, the cards that came up that you might see as negative in the read, on the basic read, so the 5, you know, like the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups both came up. They were coming up once clarified as reversed, so they were actually in their better position, okay? So I just want you to know that. Around the divine feminine, or how she is seen, is sad and lonely, but that card was really reversed, so it's coming out of that. The Queen of Wands reversed, though, may be represented by that sad and lonely, trapped in her mind or prison. Over the loss, battle is over, but no new life for her, sick and tired of this neurosis. The divine feminine needs to clear blocks of your heart, the divine feminine's heart, letting others in. Shine your light brightly. Okay? Get your rest and meditate. The man on the journey is holding back the truth and running late. Moderation and new beginnings comes up really strongly for you guys. That's what you need to know. Stay moderate, and it's all about new beginnings. Okay? So keep your groundedness. Make sure you ground. Whatever you can do, you know, get outside, meditate. Sorry, my eyes have been itching a lot today. I don't know if that's something symbolic, but I just noticed that I've been itching my eyes a lot today. And there's nothing weird, but I'm just itching more than normal. So offer made and split. There's an offer that was made in the split but was rejected. So the masculines may have offered a payoff, but it wasn't accepted. So that might be a delay. At night, the burdens come out around the world. Choosing path with establishments and commitment to others, the King of Pentacles present included. Journey of Creator, spreading messages around the world and choosing path of co-creation, no burdens, and using key codes available to those who choose to see them. The Magician manifests love to themselves, to twin and children by full moon, while Queen of Wands goes out to work in the world. The Empress with new love, new passion for separation. Unstable at home or moving home or business to express more fully since the divine feminine has been too still at home, okay? Or maybe it's causing blockages for you and you need to end the pain cycle, okay? Grounding and saving, then choosing a path, not knowing where to go. Maybe your intuition's off. Well, then the Emperor steps in to take control, okay? So if you don't know where to go and you feel like you need to move but you're not sure, it's saying if you don't choose, the Emperor is going to step in and control the situation. So don't know who the Emperor is, and this could be, the Emperor could be God as well, okay? That's really the only real Emperor who has control. The Knight of Cups, it could be your divine masculine, but it also could be a karmic masculine if he's still living with you, okay? You don't want them controlling your life again. The Knight of Cups is coming up at work, moves or travels to get over karmic or loss. Climbing way out of the dungeon, taking risks, recovering from boss or family, opening heart to all, abundant, and flowing with moon cycles and new love. All right, so the Knight of Cups could be you or it could be your masculine. All right, it's someone offering love to everyone. Okay. The other signs that came up for you guys, all the signs were represented in the main read. So I'm going to tell you what position they were in if I have it. So Aries was both ways, up and down. Cancer was up, Virgo was both ways, Pisces was up, Gemini, Sag, I'm not sure, so they could go either way. Pisces was down, Taurus was up, Capricorn was down, Leo was up, Aquarius could go either way, and Cancer was down. Okay, so those were the energies coming up in the read. So I'm going to pull up some oracle cards for you as well. So let's see what we have for you guys. Alright, it's really beautiful and sunny here this morning. I always feel better when there's sun out there. I was listening to something too. I was listening to a channeling. Again, I told you about it for, who was it? Light Star. She did a channeling for 2019 predictions with Hilarion. Well, I watched another video with, I actually watched two yesterday. One was with Metatron. And I don't know if it was that video or the other one I watched. What was the other one? I can't think of it right now. Oh, it was about Sirius. I think it was from Sirius. That people who have their basic energy from Sirius are very charged by the sun. So they're very much affected by the sun. It like gives them their superpowers. So if you believe that you're Sirius B-based or Sirius in general, to make sure you get out and get that sunlight. Take a deep breath. Clear and align. Clear and align, which would make sense because I have that Sirius energy and I'm a mess if I don't get my sunlight. Okay, so this is for January 9th, 2019. For everyone watching, for the highest and best good of all those concerned. Let's ask Lord Sirius. All right, Lord Sirius, what is our advice for today? This January 9th, 2019, Lord Sirius. What is our advice for the best and highest good of all those concerned? What do we need to learn? Okay. Bottom of the deck is Archangel Metatron, which is perfect because I just brought him up. 27 is the Ace of Wands. Okay, again, that's another 9 of the day today, 9. It's the 7 of spirituality on the inside, the 2 of the feminine energy, very well balanced on the outside, and it is that Ace of Wands, which is all about passion, new beginnings and passion. The affirmation for Metatron is I attune to Archangel Metatron today, and like I always say, I believe Metatron is the overseeing archangel of the masculines. The cards that came out for you guys today, whew, I'm getting sweaty. I don't know if my masculine's connecting. It's so funny because every time my son calls me now, like right before he calls, like I start having a sweat, and then I'll answer the phone. It's him. I'm like, I knew it was you. So if you start getting really hot, it may be your masculine energy in you, and even if it's one of your kids, okay? So Saint Germain, I'm sorry if I keep itching. It's just something about the energy today. All right, Saint Germain came up, number 34, and 34 is a 7. It's that 4 of stability on the inside, and then 3 of self-expression on the outside, joyful. It's a 7, so it's very chariot energy, very spiritual, but that spiritual power, okay? That's Saint Germain, you know, transmutation. 34 is the 8 of Wands, which came up mega for the masculines in their read today, okay? So it's all about that physical energy, whether it's passionate love, passion, about physical going back and forth, game playing, errands, but it was a lot of energy going in all different directions for the masculine today. The other card that came up, which is perfect for Kuan Yin, it's the opposite number, 43. Okay, and Kuan Yin, of course, is great for calling in for for children, for inner child wounds. Okay, so I'm going to read both. Saint Germain says, Saint Germain, Lord of Civilization, cooperates with Archangel Zadkiel to transmute the lower energies of the world in the violet flame. He's a great alchemist and magician, which magician came up in the beginning, okay? He is a great alchemist and magician who transformed that which no longer serves into something beautiful and light. Your guidance is to invoke Saint Germain, surround yourself in his violet light, and see the divine perfection, whatever or whoever you wish to transform. Your pure intention and focus can co-create with his energy to make miracles happen. Use this to help yourself and others to ascend. And the affirmation is, I believe in my ability to create miracles. Okay, so that's for Saint Germain. Alright, so you can help anyone by sending them that light. There's nothing wrong with sending people light, okay? Kuan Yin is 43. Kuan Yin is the master of the 12th ray, and 43 is the Three of Cups. The 12th ray of unconditional love. She radiates a vibrant cerise pink light of divine feminine energy, love, and compassion. Kuan Yin is re-empowering women everywhere and bringing forward feminine wisdom in men. She's inviting you to develop your divine feminine qualities, including your healing abilities. Find ways to nurture and empower others and yourself. Give yourself permission to go with the flow and share with everyone for the highest good. This will subtly affect your stellar gateway chakra and build the Antakarana bridge to source. And the affirmation is, I act from my divine feminine wisdom. Okay, and that came up in the masculine's coding as well. And for you guys, to really focus on using the feminine energy to transmute negative thought energies and fire energies, to just go towards your feminine self. Okay. So Metatron, Saint Germain, and Kuan Yin came up. Really good, strong energies today. Wow. From the past life deck, let's see what comes up. And so we'll ask them. Okay. So for the past life deck, we're going to ask Metatron and Saint Germain for this, and we'll ask Kuan Yin for the journey of love. So Metatron and Saint Germain, what is our advice here? January 9, 2019. For everyone watching and the highest and best good of all those concerned. Archangel Metatron and Saint Germain, what is our advice? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Okay. The bottom of the deck is finances. Okay. So watch your coins. Okay. And Asia, she's really strict. This Asia energy underneath with the yellow across the front. So with the finances, it's saying, you know, be conservative and confident with your finances right now. Okay. She's being very conservative. All right. So first phobias came out. It was just 2818. That's the moon and the twin flames. Okay, so the moon energies are affecting us very much. Very emotional. Okay, so phobias. So some of your phobias, if you have any, might come out. Okay, so don't go into any paranoia about your twin or anything like that. Angels and forgiveness came up here. And just so you know too, you know, with me itching, sometimes itching can mean someone's talking about you, especially my nose. Like I used to get, in the beginning of my journey, I used to get like a little tickle on my nose constantly. So it could be people talking about you. It could be some, you know, people being shady, you know, if you're with your eyes, you know, whatever feeling you get as it's happening. Right now my ear is itching, all right, so, and that's my right ear. So maybe the Divine Masculine's ears are burning right now too. Okay, so just there are things that you can work with to figure out for yourself. All right, so we have forgiveness and angels, and forgiveness is very pure in this deck. It's beautiful and freeing. You know, when you forgive others and yourself, you free yourself. And the angels again are standing there waiting for you, especially if you're dealing with phobias today. Call in your angels and forgive yourself and others. Let go and be free. Alright, you have wings in both pictures here. You got your angel and the birds, all right? It's beautiful, pure, and free. Let go, forgive, ask your angels to help you, okay? We have Saint Germain and Archangel Metatron pulling these cards for you. Ask for their assistance. And with the phobias, remember that all phobias are just fear. Love or fear. Which group do you want? Fears are all illusion, okay? And if you're in fear, you're not in love. And also, she's crossing her fingers there. Don't forget that when you put your hands together, because you have chakras, you're closing your circuit here, okay? So it makes the energy more powerful, okay? And also, if you're around people, when you cover yourself, there's nothing wrong with that, actually, if you feel like there's negative energy around you, because you're helping to protect your heart or your solar plexus. If you hold your hands over your solar plexus, sometimes you do that, you know, with your crossed arms, and people always says that's showing that a lack of confidence. But there's nothing wrong with that. If you have negative people around you, you know, go ahead and do that. So somebody might have a bird phobia here. Somebody might have an angel phobia. All right, they're nothing. Certainly, birds and angels are nothing to fear. And the reason why there's nothing to fear but fear itself is because when you go into fear, you create a block from the universe from giving you what you need or what's best for you at the time, okay? So any frustrations, you trying to control, those are all blocks. And then, so phobias are blocks for you to get the love that you deserve and you need. So as you let go of those things, let go of the fear that's not real, you let the flow come in, and then all of a sudden everything's fine. Everything will work out. So as soon as you let all that fear in, you bring in all the negative energy. All right, so now we have Journey of Love. We're going to go to Kuan Yin for this one. Take another deep breath. Clear the mind. Clear the line. Clear the line. Clear the line. All right, so Kuan Yin. This January 9th, 2019, for everyone watching and the best and highest good of all those concerned. Kuan Yin, what is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to learn? Oh, that one definitely wanted to come out. So we have 3 here. Earth Angel is the bottom of the deck, which is number 54. I love this card. The colors are so beautiful then. So 54 is the Page of Swords. All right, so that was definitely coming up a lot in the reads today, which is all about news and messages. Kids who talk a lot, okay, whether it's upright or reversed, depends what the attributes are. But it's either way, it's immature communication or a small communication. So it can always be improved upon. So watch out for those small, incomplete messages or immature messages or nasty messages, okay? Let go of that stuff. So the one that popped out and did not want to go back in the deck is 39, Let the Feminine Lead the Way, which is what started out the Knight of Cups. 39 is the Knight of Cups. Okay? Let the Feminine Lead the Way, which was the message we just talked about. When you're having trouble getting out of anxiety in your head or just needing to transmute fiery energies because there's too much energy, let the feminine lead the way. So we're going to read that one. And then Distant Shores came out. All right, all 3 of the cards are very different energies. This one's very purple and green, and the purple and green light came up, but I think that was in the masculine read. As you know, what you see, a lot of you will see in your head a purple and green light running together. Sometimes you'll see purple and green, or you'll see the magenta and more emerald is a little bit lighter color. But this is very typical for me to see as soon as I go into meditation and see colors, is purple and green. So that's 18, it's the moon energy. So you have the Knight of Cups and the moon, both which came up very important because of those emotional waters. In the Sirian Starseed deck, both of those cards have like a tidal wave of water in them. Okay, so it's huge emotions coming up. The third card kind of came out, number 1. I'm going to pull it because it's the Magician, Heartfire. All right, and this is very different than those two because this is all about the red. There's a little bit of yellow and white in the middle, like the sun's been lately, where it's just a white sun and then it gets yellow and then orange. But in this card, it's really solid red, like, you know, like a picture of a rose from the top, but with yellow and white in the middle. Alright, it's all about the heart fire. So there's a lot, again, this is stressing if there's too much energy, that red energy, that root energy, go into your feminine energy to transmute it. I don't know if I'll pull that. Let's see that. I'll read the first two. I'm not sure if I'm going to read that third one though. So 18. I'm going to read first. Yeah. Okay. So distant shores. This is the purple and green one. Your soul's yearning for more. The divine is all, and there's no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if it means journeying to strange or exotic shores for expanded experience. You may be feeling this soul impulse as an urge to travel, to try something new, to let go of the limitations of your mind in how you see your current life, and to begin to see the new in what was once familiar. The art of the passionate soul is to be able to see that which is new and fresh, even in what is known, though sometimes we can use the help of a fresh vista to inspire the mind to open and the heart to be ready to receive more. It's time for you to reach for the distant shores that are calling to you now, beloved. Don't pack your bags with too much, though. You'll travel light and easy with less baggage, and you'll need plenty of space to receive that which is new. This oracle brings you a message. You will benefit greatly from travel right now. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of faraway lands or times, or watch a film that transports you. Moving your body to a different place is another way, bringing fresh energy by unplugging you for a short time from what you know to plug you into a different circuit so that you may receive different energy. So, when the opportunity to travel arises for you soon, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, take it. Don't worry if it doesn't seem practical. The divine is so much more important, intelligent, and capable of genius than what mere logic would have us believe. And the poem reads, I waited for dawn, not wanting to go, but knowing I soon would have to leave. I waited for the first light, listening, joining with you on each breath and each exhale. I watched as morning came, and you gently stirred, knowing our love was not measured in time, not the minutes that quickly passed or the hours as departure approached. How I wanted to linger, how I wanted to tell you that this moment would last forever, and whisper one more time that I love you. And then you held me and said it first, and goodbye no longer mattered. Okay? So it's definitely time to take an adventure. Don't be in fear. Don't have a phobia. Go and do it. Get past that fear. Let the feminine lead the way. The feminine principle in you, whether man or woman, is the way forward in your life now. She is the principle of feeling and of surrender. She feels the intelligence of the divine guiding light in a way that the masculine principle cannot at this time. You may not see where you're going, therefore, but you can feel your way forward. Trust her. Let your mind go and let your senses lead you, becoming more exquisite and communicative. Be led by your heart. Don't worry if you don't know all the details yet or how it's going to work out. She knows the way. Let her lead. This oracle brings confirmation to you that what you've been feeling or sensing, even without any logical physical evidence, is worth following up on. Trust your senses over appearances. Trust your intuition over your intellect. You are letting feminine wisdom guide you, and she will steer you in the best direction. The poem reads, My coming out is the freedom to fully be who I am, and the surrender to the divine essence, expressing through and around me. My coming out is the marriage of twin souls with my life partner, in gratitude, in love, unfolding as more than we could ever be on our own. All right, it's a really beautiful message for you guys. Really nice. I think I might pull one more card for you guys from the Universal Golden. Okay, so from this one, just to sum up the energies. All right, so Kuan Yin, give us one more message, please. One more message. It's 3920. So Karma and the Knight of Cups came up in the read today. Okay. And the Judgment is just about hearing the call to action. Using your feminine energy. It's 0 and 2. It's all about the feminine. And then the Knight of Cups is offering love to everyone. Love. Not sex, love. Just need to clarify that for you. Alright. Alright, so Kuan Yin, What do we need to know? Everyone take a deep breath. For this January 9, 2019, for everyone watching, and the best and highest of all those concerned, Kuan Yin, what do we need to know? What are some last messages for us here? Okay. Comes out. Okay, very simple. The bottom of the deck is Justice. Okay, now all these cards are upright. There's no reversals in this deck. Okay, so we have Justice and the Nine of Cups. Oh, that's nice. Alright, so the Knight of Cups was below that. Alright, so these are the bottom three cards of the deck, the underlying energy. Alright, to spread love, find satisfaction on yourself alone, okay? Be satisfied, and have justice, okay? And justice is just about truth and balance. If you're authentic in your truth, and balancing your divine masculine and feminine in all the areas of your life, even the itching, both sides, equally. Don't favor one or the other, okay? That's all it's saying. There's beautiful underlying energy here. First card that came out for you guys. Okay, it's the Temperance, the angel. Okay, look, sparkling in the sun. Alright, so it's all about you guys. Shining your light. You can't get more direct than that. And this is from Kuan Yin to your inner child. Don't go into your anxiety. Okay, this is all about being in your head and anxiety. There's plenty of room between those swords to walk your little butt right out of there. So get out of any phobias that you have in your head or too much energy around you. If you're too much in your head or you need grounding, then do that. You know, meditate or go outside and just get your feet in the ground or take a walk, whatever it is. Take a hike in the woods. Do what you need to right now to disperse any extra fire or extra air energy. And remember that fire encourages air, okay? So you have to work with both so that one doesn't expand the other, okay? Make sure you drink your water. Cheers. I have a lemon in there in case you're wondering why it's all weird and cloudy. Okay, be good to yourselves. No worries. Okay, if extra energy comes in, you know what to do. Rise and be loved, guys. Love you. Take it easy.